Hello everyone, and welcome back. In this video, as I said in the previous one, I will continue updates for KN project, which we can now call Code KN project. This is a domain I bought for this project, and I also, of course, kn.com was not available. And I didn't want to go with secondary domains like .link, .dev, .engineering. Maybe we can later on buy one and then play with them because they are cheap. They cost 3 to 5 euros. For example, we can have some URL shortener and it can be like .link, for example. But for now it's code KN. Because we are coding KN project and it's I like that in a name we have code. So what I want to do now, I want to also create a public repository with this name under the code vlogger, of course. So let's do it also together. So we will have a repository code KN. It's a public. So I will not call it codekn.com because it will contain our backend, frontend, APIs, and then everything. So that's why it's just codekn. I will add more description and then everything later. So let's for now just create. And as I said, this will be kind of mirror. So make sure, yeah. Oops, I did it on my. Sorry. Let's go back. Now this coder vlogger. So public. So for now, as I said, it will be mirror of our private repository, of a private repository that I work on, and I will have to keep them in sync because for now I don't want to have only one. Maybe later on I can just use some different remotes but keep the code base the same and then Git history the same. But for now, let's keep them separate. It will not affect but help the process because I can easily test something in a private one and clean it a bit and put it in a public one. And if someone will be interested in joining on helping, I can also think in other way around. Let me clean this one because I did it by mistake. Delete repository. Yep. So for me, next step will be adding this source code. So when you check, there will be already a source code. Please make sure to follow this project on GitHub so we can you will get updates on this project. I also have I will have some extensive documentation. I don't see this point in our to-do list. I need to have a better to-do list, I know. But okay, let me fix it. So basically what I will do, I will for now use README and markdowns. Maybe later on we can use something else for this purpose. My main concern is to have all this knowledge and documentation information on the project in one place. That's my main concern. So let us code again. So I'm trying to create this project. I think it's not indexed now. Yeah, this one. So and for the reference, can I also have it here? Yes. So this is the project. As a next step, this was like very short update. So now we have name and then a domain for this project. Oh yeah, on domain. I will connect. So as you know, let me switch for a second to the source code. Since now I'm mostly busy with organizational stuff like recording videos, preparing these domains and repositories, and etc. in terms of coding, we are a bit late. So what I want to do as a next step, I want to prepare this API project. So when we have a new source, new article link, it will be in our endpoint. So let's say what I have in my mind, let's say we have this code KN connected with our project, and when we go to the API and for example to articles, so for now as a domain model it's called resources, we get a list of these resources, so at least as a REST API, and later on we can have very simple website. Let's plan a bit. So one of my short-term goals is to have this one done. So I want to a bit talk about our UI design, features that I want to have in my in our UI website or front-end website, and also as I said, have this REST API ready. Expose REST API. So because this is like key points for the project, and later on we can discuss what we will do next. So from now on probably we'll have more dev sessions and update videos, but this update was necessary because we finalized the domain name, and next time I hope when you check this domain we will have something working, at least our API will work. But we will do it together in a dev session. So far, let's keep this video short. Check out this repository. I will add source code, and see you in next video. Bye bye.